Disclaimer, I am blind, so I cannot see or adjust the picture, so if the picture doesn't look good, sorry, but that's just a blind person creating a video. Good morning, everyone. It's literally like noon, and I'm literally vlogging for the first time today on the lift. I do not, I did not have time. Hold that thought, I can't do this, and I can't vlog and do this at the same time. Okay, I am on my way to the commission to get some exercising done. And this may be a pretty short vlog because there's not going to be much going on. Exercising, going home, and is there really anything else to watch today? We'll see, I guess, but I gotta put this stuff down. I don't know if you just saw what happened. Okay, I don't know if you just saw what I did. This cane was just getting out of the way. I wouldn't go anywhere without it, but it was just getting in the way. Because I didn't want it to like fall underneath the seats or on the floor, or get caught between the seat and the whatever you call this thing over here. And I just ended up folding it up. That's a good thing about a folding cane. You can fold it up and turn it into something really compact if you don't need it at the moment.
Active calories most. 200 cal. Start. Button. Ready. Indoor log. Onto trash.
Oh, stop it. I don't know what it's talking about.
Onto trash. Cancel. Button. Cancel. Inbox. Dot. Mail. No unread email. Screen lock.
So I was able to get an earlier ride because it's only
1:22 p.m. and 35 seconds.
1:22, and I'm not gonna stay here till 2:30 to 3 if I don't have to. So I got a 1:59 to 2:29, and it's still only 1:20 something. So I am not renouncing sodas altogether, but sodas are not as good as water is. And I know I've never drank enough water, so I'm trying to drink more water. You know, when I'm here at the Commission for the Blind, I'm not sure why I don't just vlog out here. Instead of being in there, whispering, maybe I should just vlog out here. I'm in this little foyer area where people, like, if you're waiting in the lobby and your phone rings, or you're waiting in the lobby and it occurs to you that you would want to make a phone call, they either want you to do it in the student lounge or out here in this little foyer area between the two doors, where it's kind of like a little bit more of a private area. And I was just standing here thinking, this is the perfect place to vlog. If you want to take a minute and vlog, this is where to do it. I'll try to keep that in the back of my mind in the future. I mean, it's fine if I want to do it in the student lounge, I guess, but if I'm worried that people will realize, you know, people will go, huh, what are you talking about? Instead of having to go, I'm not talking to you, and trying to explain what I'm doing, if I even want them to know, it's just as easy to just come out here and vlog. And I wish my lift would get here.
2:28 p.m. and 17 seconds.
The story of my life, I swear. They're right at the end of the window, and technically they're still not here yet, unless they're out front. But again, being totally blind, I can't see what's out there. I just think I might possibly hear a bus. I don't know if it's wishful thinking or if that's just a bus or a diesel truck idling and then taking off, but I certainly don't hear it now. Okay, so I'm on hold with dispatcher, I'm on hold waiting to be connected to somebody. One thing that I said in a previous vlog that I don't know if you could hear, because I said it on the bus and I spoke softly, was unfortunately I've lost my shopping buddy. I don't know if it's temporary, or I would hope it's just temporary, but I'm gonna miss her. But maybe I can find someone else to do stuff with. Maybe. I'm not gonna go into why, but she's not. Hi, they're saying another few minutes, so I'll just continue. Unfortunately, she has found herself.
Viewfinder.
Hush. She's found herself in a situation where she just really can't do. She just can't shop right now. Her life is no one else's business, so I'm not going to go into why, but she just can't, which is sad because unfortunately I haven't got a whole lot of people. I finally did talk to my best friend yesterday, and logic would dictate that I would say, hey, how about if we do that? But she's got some mobility issues of her own, and I'm talking about mobility issues like the idea of walking around a mall or walking around to various stores and et cetera, is she can't walk very far. And I suppose if we wanted to make it happen bad enough, we could talk about how we could, like, get her scooter or something through or something. But I don't know. I guess I could talk to her about it, but it just can be kind of complicated. So hopefully I'll be able to find, who knows, maybe I'll be able to find somebody as I get connected to a different church. Again, I'm not going to
go into details. I don't know if I'm ever going to go into details. If I do, it'll be in a different video. But I can say that it's official. With way too much turmoil and conflict going on in the church that I have been attending for quite a few years now, I am leaving that church indefinitely. Whether it's going to be a temporary sabbatical or leaving permanently and going to a different church and just joining that church, I don't know. And what my new church is going to be, I'm not sure. I am looking at giving this church that I left for my soon-to-be former church that just had the... Okay, let me separate these two churches. There's the church with a whole bunch of conflict going on in it right now, and then there's the other church where the secretary stole money. I'm thinking about giving the church where the secretary stole money another chance because, you know, I left that one back in, was it 2007, 2008? Just angry because I think it comes down to issues between me and the interim pastor, who was just that, the interim pastor. That I stuck around long enough to meet with the new potential pastor, you know, find out what he was all about, and say that from what I could tell, or from what I knew about him at that point, I thought it was a good idea for us to go ahead and have him.
I stuck around long enough to have a meeting with this new potential pastor, vote for him, and then leave because I was just too angry with the issues with the interim pastor, and with the last straw was the issue between myself and someone else at that church, which again I'm not going to discuss. But now here we are, like 7 or 8 years later. This church is still recovering from an ex-secretary that is accused of stealing an enormous amount of money from them. And I am leaving the church that I left that church in 2008 for, because there's too much conflict. There's the church where the secretary stole money, which is the one I'm thinking about rejoining, and then there's the church that is in a civil war. I'll separate them like that, because seriously, when I look at what I know about what's going on right now, and I really don't want to know any more than what I do know about what's going on there right now, but obviously we've got the lines drawn. The church is pretty divided. People are angry. People are, it's really become quite ugly, and I don't want anything to do with it. Anyway, I am not going to have anything to do with the Civil War. I know about as much about it as I want to know, and what I do know is enough for me to make the decision to secede from this union that is not really much of a union anymore, unfortunately. In the real Civil War, a lot of states wanted to leave and ended up not leaving. In this Civil War, I guess a few people have left. I have made the decision to leave, and I don't know how many other people are going to be leaving. I mean, this can't be the way this church is going to be I don't know what is going to happen with this church, and maybe after things blow over, I'll end up coming back, but right now, I don't need to be there if this is going on. I don't need to have anything to do with it. I need to find a different church. And for right now, I'm looking toward the one where the ex-secretary stole money. And we'll see what happens. Like I may have said, I don't remember if I vlogged about this or not, but when I left that church, I saw room for improvement, and I didn't know if anyone really wanted to improve things the way I did. As it turned out, someone after I left apparently had the same dream I did, and he started a committee to make those things happen. Sadly, he passed away, and now the committee has kind of fallen apart and died with him. Well, I'm not willing to accept that that committee is dead and gone. I think that if those of us who are left can breathe the life back into that committee, we can pick up where they left off and make some good things happen here. I may or may not end up leading the committee. I'm not going into this planning to lead it. I'm just going into this planning on being a part of the revival of this committee and improvements in accessibility in this particular church. That's what I'm hoping for. And I'm also hoping you can hear me. I know I've got something of a history of trying to vlog on buses, and you can't hear a word I say. So hopefully this will be different. I've got too much stuff here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close out this vlog already. It's, like I said, it's going to be one of the shorter vlogs, but I don't think there's going to be that much else to say. I hope you have liked what you've seen. And if you have, I hope you'll like and subscribe. And I'll see you for the next video. Bye.